Your assertion that you could somehow insert language into this year's NDAA is, quite frankly, delusional and reckless. You and I had this conversation. Right now, I think I don't need to remind any of you on that dais, or anyone here as well, that trust with the military in Hawaii is low. Whether it's because you poisoned our waters, whether it's because you took the land unilaterally after the illegal throw of the Hawaiian Kingdom, whether it's you essentially squatted on it for the last 65 years, $1 a year for the bases and the facilities you sit on. That's like squatting, essentially. And then last year, the whispering of condemnation. You can put the word friendly in front of it. There's no such thing as friendly condemnation. To a people where our land is everything, because we have a lot less of it than any other state in this country, we know how important it is, and it's personal, and we're connected to it. And so I'm sure you can imagine that even the threat, the whisper, the indication of any kind of taking, eminent domain or otherwise, this is like a huge red flag for the people of my district, for the people of my state. And so you and I have had this conversation on where I stand on this particular issue. No more land taking. That's happened already too often. We know how this story ends. What I want to start to hear is how we are going to actually sit down and talk and meaningfully negotiate about a lease renegotiation. Hawaii as the landowner, as we should be, and a lease that reflects the true value, not of the land, because you know that that land, Pōhakuloa, may not be worth a whole lot of money, but the value that it is to the military, that it presents to the military, to have that training. And not only that, but a lease that reflects the level of activity and sensitivity that should be required to be literally our neighbors and in our backyard. To do all that, by the way, requires significant community and public engagement. To date, I have seen zero of that. I have people asking me, when are they going to come to us and talk to us about real proposals? If we are going to be serious about moving forward as we hit the ending of those leases in 2029 to 2031, then I want to know that you are going to abandon this talk of condemnation and commit yourself to actually, in good faith, renegotiating the terms of the lease. Will you commit to that?
Congresswoman, first of all, I am grateful for your continued engagement and the transparent dialogue that we've had on this issue. Pōhakuloa is extremely important to the Army.
Pōhakuloa is extremely important to Hawaii as well.
Understood. And we are willing to explore all options that are on the table to allow us to have continued access to that training land.
Be clear with me, because this is a big fear and a justifiable fear and anger that my constituents have. Commit to taking that condemnation completely off the table. You can't negotiate in good faith about terms for a lease renegotiation if you've always got that dangling over people's head. Will you commit that you'll take it off the table and we can just talk about lease terms? Like, for example, we talked about the length of years. Senator Noy himself, when this first came about, suggested 25. 65 is way too long. Can we talk about those things? Can we talk about reduced activity? Can we talk about real compensation, not squatting for $1 a year on our land? Will you commit to that? That's what I want to hear, and that's what my constituents want to hear too.
We'll commit to having those conversations.
Commit to taking condemnations off so we can have a real dialogue. Whenever you have a threat, hold a knife literally above someone's head, that's not negotiating good faith.
Nope, don't intend for that to be a threat, Congresswoman. Want to leave all options on the table. However, I can assure you that all our negotiations have been in good faith. And with respect to community engagement, I'm heading out to Hawaii on the 23rd of March to do that myself in person.
I have not seen yet any advertisements to the public that you're going to be out there on the 23rd. Again, this is not about meeting with select people in a room or advisory group that's formed by the governor. It's getting out to real people who have real opinions, real thoughts, real connection to the INA. I would like to see that kind of engagement happen. And again, I'm going to hold you. We are taking that condemnation off the table. We'll talk about lease renegotiations.
I will commit to continuing to engage. Thank you, Congresswoman.